Welcome to another edition of Table Talk with the Mayor. This week we're with Mayor Randy Hope again, just returning from China. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, how you doing?
Very well, how are you?
Oh, not bad, just getting over jet lag.
Okay, understandable. Long trip. So you had 10 stops, 10 different cities in 12 days in China.
Yeah, we actually covered everywhere from the north to the south of China. It was an extensive trip, very compact as to a number of meetings, everything from government officials, investment opportunities, universities, businesses in China. So it was a very intense meetings that occurred throughout the time, but I believe we made a lot of inroads and opportunities. Our presentation was precise and to the point, and I think what we did is we opened the eyes and made them realize that in Canada, there's a place called Chatham-Kent that might be a place of opportunity.
Yesterday, what was it? It was a brand new business unit for the city, for the railroad?
Yeah, actually, we're starting a corporation in the municipality, inside the municipality, and it's dealing with the rail, dealing with the acquisition of the rail line that runs between Chatham and Wallaceburg, which we believe is a viable economics situation for us that we need to be involved in. And by setting up the corporation, the municipal corporation, it will allow us to conduct business accordingly that we need to in order to make gains in the acquisition.
Good. Also, we have a new slogan for Chatham-Kent, cultivating growth, shore to shore. It's a model that we're going to be using in many different models. Our business users around Chatham-Kent will be able to use that in their own models as well.
Well, I think, yeah, it's absolutely something we need to do. Every time anybody talks about a branding or a labeling that we need to do. And one of the things, we had a consultant prepare the report to go out and analyze what the public are saying about why would you live or why do you want to be in Chatham-Kent. And based on their information that they provided, Chatham-Kent from shore to shore, which also rhymes in because I've been using the slogan, the South Shores of Ontario. So it's something that's really positive. The video in itself was one that really depicts and clearly identifies what Chatham-Kent is about. There isn't a component that is missed throughout that whole video. And no matter where you're at, any part of Chatham-Kent, it can always be used. The important part that we want is to promote it with a number of different business sectors so that we're carrying a consistent message of what our community is about. So consistent message, specific message to the business or the initiative that you're doing. And that way people are getting a constant message about what Chatham-Kent is all about. It's good to promote our businesses and promote what we're doing, but there's a consistent message we need to do is promoting a community that we live in and why we live there and why we have our business there. So I think it's going to pay dividends. Will it pay dividends in 6 months? Absolutely not. Will it pay dividends over a period of time? Yeah. And with the point that the residents of Chatham-Kent get sick of it is when it really starts to affect the outside world and they say, yeah, they get it. They know where it's about. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. It's something we just can't say we've done it and forget about it. It's about promotion, 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 promotion. And that's where it's going to drive. If we all gather around it, start labeling it out, that consistent message, we will get to the rest of the world about what Chatham-Kent's all about.
You're happy to be back in Chatham-Kent, I suppose. Tell us about the cuisine there in China.
Let me tell you, it's amazing the food network that is there. But I'm glad to be back home because the work is just beginning. I mean, it was a long and intense trip that we had, but what's most importantly is now we have outcomes that we believe are at our fingertips. We need to continually work on it to entice those businesses with further information. There was further stuff that we have to provide to a number of different investors, companies, universities about Chatham-Kent. So our work has just started to escalate now that we're back here, and now we can start mobilizing some of the information and get it into the proper hands, and hopefully we'll see dividends start to return in a short period of time.
That's obviously the idea for a lot of people out there. They're looking for that return on investment. Second trip to China in 2 years, so do you have any timeline as to when you might get some of that feedback?
Well, I mean, we've heard projections of time frames. I've heard within the next 3 weeks I'm having visitors. So, it's hard to predict. A lot of it isn't necessarily with us. A lot of it is dealing with their visas. So, there is problems in the visas, with the visas right now. because of the federal cutbacks that were in the budget, also affects our outlets that are situated around the world for people applying for visas. You know, and we just extended that time frame a bit because of the reduction in that is being demanded upon by the federal government. I truly believe that there needs to be a discussion with the federal government, and while I was there, we talked to the embassy and the consulate office about the whole issue. I mean, we're not investing money to go over there and to have a system fail, and the system fail is that the visas to allow potential investment opportunities for visitors to come here and look at investment opportunities, also the tourism part of it. We need to make sure that when the government talks about reduction in services, that we're not having a detrimental effect to what we're doing as a municipality. So there will be discussions I need to have with the federal government about the whole issue of immigrations, visitors, visas, because you know, our hard work, we want to see it be fruitful. We don't want the aspects of the visa to deteriorate the investment opportunity. So, I mean, like I said, the work has just begun for us. But you know, I'm very proud of the team that went. You're right, it's the second time we went, but this was more intense than the first time. We're now getting down to the nitty-gritty, and the next trip will be even more intense of where we go and what we do and the opportunities that exist.
Well, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Well, thank you, and I look forward to, I mean, I'm like everybody else. I'm excited. I'm pumped. You know, it's just great to see the way we were treated there. The carpet was rolled out. The hospitality was great, and it's amazing how Canada is perceived in China. We're perceived as a land of opportunity and freedoms with open space, and when we showed them what Chatham-Kent had to offer, they were even taken more so. So I'm looking forward to the hard work and dedication that we put forward to pay dividends, because like everybody else, I mean, people are expecting outcome. I too am expecting that outcome too, but it's all about making sure that the province, the federal government, and municipality are working cohesively together to try to make sure that we're moving investment opportunities in our community, but also residents. I mean, we need residents too, so it's nice that we can unify ourselves as a governing body, both from the federal to the municipal, and then executing proper strategies that entice the investment in our society.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's another edition of Table Talk with the Mayor this week. We'll see you again next week. Thank you for watching.